river again. So that's interesting. I have to put the glasses on. It's really glary here at the moment. And I'll show you my goodies. I have an iced coffee, and we have the ball for the dog for the walk. And I just thought I'd set up the live before I started walking. It's a bit easier. So this is a treat. So come along, Zena. And so basically what's happened is today, since yesterday, I don't know if you remember, my phone went flat yesterday. And as a result, the live just got shut down. And it was a very abrupt ending for me and for you. But for me, it was really interesting because I was talking about the golden cherubims. And I know that wind, probably you can hear the wind. It's got too many things. So now I've got to drink the drink and I'll put the phone in the hat soon, okay? I was talking about those golden cherubims that were over the top of me the other day. I just... There's a car coming. They're leaving, actually, that's right. Right, okay, the wind's picked up. Okay, I'm just going to have to do something about this. Hang on. I have to put the... Alvin! Well done, thank you. Oh, he almost went to... Relax, leave the iced coffee alone. He almost went to chase the car because I'm pretty sure there was dogs in there. But he listened straight away, which is good. I have to admit, everyone, that and you're probably going to take this the wrong... Leave it! Sorry, that's my iced coffee. Come on. You're probably going to take this the wrong way. But I actually do find having these two dogs really overwhelming at times. I just really need some alone time, I think. I think, you know what I really need right now is just to go on a holiday. I think I really need just to... I really wish I had my camper van. I love my camper van. I just feel like I need to be free for a bit, you know, just do... like, it'd be really nice to just do one day just for me. One day just for me, just me and God, me and Jesus, where I don't have to worry about anything, don't have to worry about looking after these animals. So I'm taking them for a walk today, and I really had to force myself to come down here. And you'll see I'm in my bloody work clothes. I don't know what the phone's picking up. Bloody trying desperately to bloody get stuff done on the house. And okay, so this is the Torment. I'll go to the cherubims, the golden cherubims, in a little bit, if you don't mind. Let's just start with the emotion. The cherubims are there for protection. They're protecting me. So, yeah, no, I'll go back. So what's actually happened a couple of times, more than a couple of times. Once, it was really obvious. I could see them. They were really fat and really like round and snuggly woogly cuddly, and just like what you see in the paintings around God. So you got the seraphims and the cherubims, seraphims and the cherubs, I don't know what they're called, sorry, I'm just going to call them cherubims, okay? But basically the cherubims are the ones with the flutes, and they do all the love darts. And they also do they float around, they help with God's work. They're God's angels giving, I'm not fully au fait with their full job description. I know one of their job description is the arrow of love, the dart that they, and I'm pretty sure a big part of their description is to console, give solace, and to do the intervention work when God asks them to, when God directs them to. And the seraphims, as you know, they're the serene, entities, energies right next to God's left and right side. They're more serious, they're more elegant. They probably help with decision making or something. So anyways, yeah, it's really interesting when it got cut off the other day, when I was describing to you the golden cherubims, and when they were flying around me and what that did for me, and it really did, it really did embolden me. It really did feel like just being showered, golden showered, rained, golden showered with golden love and showered with golden protection, and the message that they were giving or were directed to give, I believe I received, and it stuck with me, of course. And then there's been other times when I've felt the golden energy, but I haven't actually seen the golden cherubims. So just to synopsize that, in case you're wondering. Alchemising Torment of Limbo, everyone. This is basically probably, I copyright this, by the way, in case anyone wants to steal it, because I know there's a lot of people that steal ideas. I haven't legally copyrighted it, but everything I say on my YouTube is mine, it's my copyright. But yeah, I'm always working out the title of my books, and I wonder if the Torment of Limbo is a good title, because I know that a lot of people have this experience, and it's really interesting, because a friend of mine, because yesterday, I don't know if you remember, I shared with you I didn't actually want to contact anyone. I didn't feel the need to contact anyone. No, not that I didn't feel the need, I just didn't want to talk about it. I just didn't want to, I don't know, I'm bored. I'm just bored of this feeling, bored of this topic. I mean, that's the bottom line of all of everything I'm feeling. Bottom line is bored. Next phase, please, God. Next phase, God. Done with this one. And that's where a lot of the grief and the torment feeling comes from. Just feeling like surrendering to God's divine timing, surrendering to the divine plan, and just going, gee, wow, how long is it actually going to take? How long is it actually really going to be? What does the future look like? These questions are just questions that, I know a lot of us ask. I know a lot of us ask them. Because as I was saying yesterday, it is really, really hard being a human. I just have to drink this so I can hold I think you might be getting the air. I think that the microphone's on the top of the phone, and it's actually not in the hat. I've really got to get one of those phone muffler things eventually. Get away! Sorry, it's Alvin almost knocking my iced coffee over. He's been exceptionally boisterous and young male energy today, and it's really bugging me to pieces. For example, I was forcing myself to do stuff at home today, and then he was whinging. He makes this really annoying sound. So Zena, the other one, she's so self-contained, and she'll go out and about, and she'll, I've got toys, I've got this one to throw in the water, but they've got so many toys out the backyard. They've got a big backyard. Zena is completely fine. So she'll sort of move around wherever I am, and she'll sit herself wherever near me, and she'll play near me, and she'll look at me with lots of love, and sometimes she'll come to me and just really respectfully ask for a hug, and Like, she'll sit there and look at me like, wag her tail and give me this cute little look, which is basically saying, please, give me a hug. And I go, yeah, okay. So I stop what I'm doing and give her a hug, but she's not doing it in a demanding way. And yes, there are times when she comes up and she goes with this look of, are we going for a walk soon? And you can just see it in her eyes. Are we going for a walk soon? But what she doesn't do is she doesn't whinge. Alvin, on the other hand, he's okay with toys to a degree. He's not really that self-contained. It's almost like, even if Zena's trying to rest, he'll buff his head into it to say, come play. And then if she growls at him or I say, leave her alone, she's resting, he will sometimes then go, hoof. He actually does this audible hoof, hoof. And he'll go outside and he'll throw his balls around on his own and stuff, which he used to do before we got Xena. And, but he will actually, there's a time when he starts going, making this really high-pitched, sort of really weird, whingy sound. I was like, I'm bored, I want to go for a walk. And it's so annoying. And it's really interesting because I really do try to get, like, they're having a big, beautiful run. When I finish this bloody drink off, I can show you around there. Because the river's come down so low, I've got you in a hat and I have to make sure I don't drop your other hat. You're in a straw hat and my hands are grasping the phone really hard on the other side with my hat, so it's a bit slippery. The river's coming down, so we've got more mounds, more sandbanks for them to jump up and down. So it's cool, I love showing you that. And I'll throw the ball soon. Maybe this iced coffee was a mistake, but I just really felt like I just needed a treat. Here we go. Oh. So, yeah, you can see the river's coming down. The mounds are starting to come back up now. So, yeah, I'll throw the ball for them soon in the water. And Zena's just rolling around the sand. It's really cute. When I say Alvin really annoys me, trust me, I always love him even when he annoys me. It's just that their characters are very, very, very different. For example, he nearly knocked my iced coffee over twice because he's feeling so exuberant, like, I need to have this run. I'm thinking, well, go and run. I've got to put my bloody coffee down for a second to work some stuff out. It's only going to take 20 seconds, 15 seconds. I think you're quite capable of bloody going for a run up there on your own, mate. Funny, hey? Boy energy, male energy. I was actually thinking about it and wondering if it's a masculine, feminine, the difference between a male and a female dog. I've never had a male dog before. Can you see how it's all, you're starting to see the algae now? Yeah. So pretty soon that'll just be sand and there won't be water there. And you'll remember my videos from last year when the river was all dry. Sad thing is, I don't actually want to jump in that water because it's so bloody cold still. Look. See how it's... Oh, I don't want them to get me. Can you see the water flowing behind? Ah! And I'm a bit worried about... because the way I'm holding the phone in the hat, it could fall out really easily. So I'm not going to show you the river photos just yet until I can actually turn it around. Oop, they nearly got me. Torment, oh, come along, come. Torment of Limbo is an interesting feeling and run. And the reason why I've become aware that was the title for today's YouTube was because last night, just before I went to theatre rehearsal, I actually really didn't want to go to theatre last night. A big part of me just wanted to pull out of theatre altogether. And I was like, there is no way I can do that. I might, the play's in 2 months. I'm going to learn the lines by then. It's good for me to actually have a social routine. And last night was really interesting when we went to theatre, because I'm a widow in the theatre, in production, and I've got these 2 daughters. And when me and the other 2 girls and some other people were in the green room when it was another scene being rehearsed, my daughters are going, "Now, Ma," it's a Western comedy, "Now, Ma," and they're really in their Western dialogue, "Now, Ma, tell us about Pa. How'd you meet Pa?" And they're really doing the accent so well. And so because my husband died in the play, so basically we were working out the backstory of their father and my husband. It was so funny, and the way they did it, they're really in character, and and then all these other people come into the green room, and everyone starts laughing. It was really awesome. And I remember going, "This is fun." If I wasn't in the play, I wouldn't be experiencing this. I wouldn't even be meeting these people. And at the end of the rehearsals, right, when we're all leaving, this man says to me, is that your beast?" No, did he say beast? Or he didn't say ute. I think he might have said car. He didn't say beast. I know he didn't say beast, but I know that's what he meant. He goes, "Is that your ute?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh." He goes, "What is it?" I said, "She's a good old rodeo. Trusty old beast." I think it was me that said beast. And he goes, "Oh," and he starts talking heaps about rodeos, and I said, "She's old though. She's old though, and she needs a service." And I said, just gotta find a good mechanic. Gotta find a good mechanic that loves me car and helps me out with me car. I'll just have to send this friend a message going, come on. A friend of mine just rang me, so I'll call her back. That's my friend who rang me last night. She's just checking I'm okay. Basically, and then this mechanic says, sorry, then this guy that I'm doing the theatre with goes, "Oh, I'll ask around, I'll look around for a good mechanic, because I just need someone who's good with old rodeos, because mine's 30 years old, so she's an old ute, and she really needs a service, and I really don't have heaps of money, and there's more going wrong with her than what I'm pretty sure some major electrical stuff going, pretty sure there's something happening with the fuel tank. I can always smell petrol, and I go through a lot of petrol. Yes. See all the dried out. Can't wait to show you. See, I love it when the river subsides and we see all the mysteries that it shows, that it reveals after the. Anyways, sorry everyone. I don't think I'm going to do a live again holding the drink. Anyways, so yeah, if I hadn't have gone to rehearsals last night, he wouldn't have seen my car, and it'd be good to find a mechanic in Northern that's well priced, and a backyard mechanic, someone who wants to work from home, and maybe I can do a barter. Maybe I could garden their property or clean their house, or oh good lord, sorry, they nearly got my knees and I was climbing up a hill. That was potentially quite dangerous. Anyways, everyone, yes, indeedy. Woohoo! Everything's subsiding. So anyways, I forced myself to go to rehearsals last night, and it's really interesting because before I went to rehearsals, I was at home and I was trying really hard to get myself into a decent sociable space, and I just couldn't stop crying. And by crying, I mean like, I'm talking about next level, like deep, really, like these tears, they are pure tears of sorrow. Like it's all but sorrow, like deep, pure sorrow. And this friend of mine rings, and she rings me to tell me about something that's happening in her life. So she's confiding in me about something that really big and raw, and we've been friends for 20 something years, and she's just realised, or starting to, see the little cute shape, love them. she just started to really trust me like she's trusted no one ever before, just about a year ago. And so this is a really wonderful experience because she rang me when she was in a place of need, which is exactly what I need. If I'm going to go to people when I'm in a place of need, I know they'll come to me. I can only have authentic relationships. They've got to be balanced. And then after we'd done a lot of debriefing and discussing of her stuff, we're on the phone for nearly 2 hours, I said, oh, look, I'm actually glad you rang, not just because you trust me and you contacted me, but because, you know, I haven't been able to stop crying, but I didn't want to ring anyone. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. And, yeah, and just being able to get in her prayers for me, which is what she said, you'll be in my prayers. But she said something to me last night that has really stuck with me. 2 things, in fact. She says, Nadina, you're in the torment of limbo. And when she used the word torture, you're being tortured. Tortured is what she said. She used the word tortured. And I said, yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. And then another thing she said, when I said, I just the grief and this and rah, rah, she goes, well, no wonder. She goes, no wonder. She goes, I don't even know how you can stand and keep on going. She literally doesn't even know how I'm still standing and how I'm still breathing because of the tortured experience that I've been going through, the torturous experience. And when she shared that, I obviously started to cry, and I said, I really love that you really get it. She goes, I so get it. I so understand that it's this deep despair of being in limbo, absolute limbo. Like, so as we were in Groundhog Day, like me and the dogs, and you know, we've discussed this a lot on my YouTube channel, and me and a lot of my friends discuss this on a regular basis. Always accepting the blessings, always in a place of surrender, always in a place of gratitude. Oh, that never dissipates. So it's one foot in the anguish, one foot in the joy at all times, which I've talked about many a time over. But not everyone understands the true anguish. You know, okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll show you. I'll just put my drink down, and now we'll throw the ball, okay? Yeah. Here we go. Hopefully they collect it, because it's brand new. All right. Zena, Alvin, woohoo! Look what we have. You going to catch it? Go! Woohoo! Yeah, we had one of these before. It was fantastic. And we put Alvin in a boarding kennel for 3 days when we had my husband and I had our wedding anniversary last year. And we went away for 3 days. And we never got the ball back. And now this is good. I had a feeling this might happen. So I bought that the other day. Okay, you got to share. Anyways, come here. Come on. Let me throw it in the water. Quick. Let me throw it. Oi, come here. Let me throw it. Come here, Alvin, Zena. Let me throw it in the water. Well, anyways, whatever. I'm tempted to drop it, so I can keep throwing it in the water. But yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, in the water. She doesn't really realise that I can throw it for her. This will be interesting because Zena's such a water dog. Okay, I'm going to have to get 2, I think. That's all right. I don't mind. As long as I don't drop it in the grass, and it's $24. Not that we should always put a price on everything, but Zena! It'd just be annoying if they lost it the first day they play with it. Quick, Zena! Oh, yeah, Alvin's got it. Okay, so I think what's going to happen is neither of them will actually drop it. Oh, look, they've got one on each end. I had a feeling this... Oh, good Lord. Okay, that's nice. Well, right, they're not really letting me throw it in the water, which is a shame. Okay. And anyways, the other thing also is now that I've given it to them, I'm worried about us losing it. But I don't think they're going to lose it. I'll just put you in my hat again. I'm going to definitely get a muffler, okay? Now, I'm going to be a bit distracted. But anyways, it's okay. Let's not get too heavy about stuff. But yeah, when she was talking to me about the being in torture and she doesn't even know how being able to stand or breathe, or, you know, but what she means by stand is continue, keeping on going. Hang on a second, sorry about this. I've just got to get you positioned in my hat in a way that it doesn't hurt my hand and you're not going to slip out. So anyways, yeah, I just really appreciate her word choice, and I really appreciate her understanding and her awareness, and for some reason, yeah, it makes a difference when we know someone really gets it. But for some reason, because she gets it, and because of her grief around, like her legit grief around what I'm going through, it's actually given me permission. It's actually given me permission to really accept just how torturous and dark, not dark, wrong word, deep it actually is. And I guess that's allowed me to go deeper in my grief process. And interestingly enough, maybe that's what I had to go through. Maybe that's what I had to experience to go to really go deep into accepting that it's torture, and that there's people that don't even know how I'm standing. They don't even know how I'm continuing. I've had 2 people say that to me, those exact words. One of them says, I don't know how you keep on going. I don't know how you can do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. That's what one person said. Another person says, I don't even know how you can be standing. And other people have just said, you know, with the deepest sadness in their face, I can't remember their exact words, but it's lots of different words, you know, really allowing me to understand that they comprehend the deep agony, the deep torturousness of it all. Okay, I'm now juggling a bloody iced coffee and a bloody toy. Are you ready? Okay. I don't know what you guys can see. Okay. Alvin! Wait! Okay, here we go. You ready? Go! I don't know what we can see. I've got like a... I'm not ever bringing a drink on this walk again. It's just ridiculous. It just makes it encumbered and annoying and yet another distraction. I remember saying a long time ago I wasn't even going to do lives when I did these walks because I just wanted to enjoy the walks. And then I thought, nah, time management wise, it just makes sense to do the talks and the walks. And I do a lot of walks without the YouTube, of course, just in silence. But I can hear the birds, even as I'm talking to you, I can hear the birds. And in fact, when I'm not doing a YouTube live, a lot of the thoughts I have, what I'm saying out loud to the YouTube channel is basically often thoughts that I would just be saying to myself anyways, inside my head. So the fact that I'm saying it out loud it's not really detracting from this. I guess it's odd though. It's a bit surreal because what I'm doing is I'm bringing my world, this world here, and my inner thoughts into the social media world. And that way it's relatively abstract. But if I was just here alone, then it's just my world. It's very private. Just me and this walk and the dogs and the birds and the... But by YouTubing it, it becomes a different energy. So I don't know if that makes sense. Right, so things are coming down. Pardon me, as you can see, soon we'll be able to cross the water and go to the island and go the other side, but not today. Not today, sorry about the burp. Not today. Today we're still... Oi! Oi! Pick up the toy. See what they've done? They just left it there. Yes? Well done, Albany. Well done. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Don't leave it there. Oh my God, look where he's left it. No. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Oh. Okay, hang on a second, everyone. Alvin, drop it. Drop it! Okay, so that's good. He picked it up. Woohoo! No, wait. Wait. This bloody drink, I tell you. It's like, I remember when my kids were little, you had to do everything just with one hand. Leave my drink. Okay, I'm going to turn it around. Whew. Okay, here we go. You ready? Okay, Zena, you ready? Are you ready? Come on. No, wait, Alvin, wait. Wait. Oh, good Lord. Okay, sorry. Okay, you ready? You ready? See, as the water gets shallower, the poor darlings are going to have less water to play in. But that's just life, isn't it? You got to go with what there is. And I'll tell you one thing, though. The fact that the water's subsided means it's a little bit less dangerous, because when it's higher, it's strong, rapid, very strong current. Sorry. Oops. Sorry, choking. That was ridiculous. That's Xena trying to be dominant. She's like the alpha. Apparently females are the alpha. Doesn't, even when she was young, she was the alpha. So anyways, everyone, I'll put the... Okay, come on. Bring the ball. No, bring the ball. Alvin, I'm going to see if he gets it. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Quick. Go get the ball. Go get the toy. Quick. Get the toy. Excellent. Woo! That's what you want. Quick. Bring it. Come on. Quick. Bring it. No, get the toy. Get the toy. Get the toy. Quick. Get the toy. Come on. Get the toy. Come on. No. That's it. Pick it up. Quick. Come on. All right. So what I'm going to have to do, everybody, this is the first time we've had this toy, okay? With the two of them. So we're going to have to do some training around this toy. That's okay. I don't care. That's all part of having dogs. And also the thing is also the retrieve thing is something. That's the first time from memory I've had to do the retrieve thing. Oh God, I know. Sorry. So that's it, everyone. I don't think we need to continue on talking about the heaviness of the torment. We're getting too distracted. But the truth of the matter is like, oh, sorry, he just went to grab the toy and actually got my hand. Stop it! Relax. That hurt. Move on. Yeah, he accidentally bit my hand. Oh, no more. Yeah. So what I'm going to have to do is bring a bag from... Oh, good Lord. Sorry, everyone. That was Zena nearly knocking me down the cliff. Good Lord. Sorry about this. Basically, I'm going to bring a bag and bring water and then hide the toy after we've done the plane. And Alvin definitely needs to learn again about the difference between the toy in your hand, because he literally just chomped my hand then, but luckily it didn't pierce my skin. Yeah, it's quite a lot of commitment having animals. Huge amount, just huge commitment. I've been talking a lot about this on my YouTube channel because really it's really interesting, everyone, because today in my turmoil, in my limbo-ness, in my torment of limbo, and I'm constantly praying to Jesus and God to not let me slump into a very dark space, because I could slump into a dark space really easily, actually, because I just want to have some fun and some freedom and some light and some 3D joy. Like, I went out dancing last Saturday and it was amazing. It was so cool. I danced from 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. Predominantly the whole time, a couple of breaks for drinks and stuff and going to the toilet. And it was so amazing. But I used to do that regularly. That was my life. I'm a dancer. And now I have to really plan, because that was a warm night, so I could leave the dogs alone. I had them out the back. And we had 3 or 4 days where we had some warm weather over here in Western Australia. So I was able to leave them home alone. And obviously I budgeted for my petrol. And come along, come. And basically, it's just like that. But me and my friends, we talk about this. My friend said to me, oh, that's right, and every time I do go out, it's like I'm missing out on church. I just stood on a stick, and for a second I thought it was a bloody snake. Freaked me out like you wouldn't believe. I almost... In fact, it might have been a snake, but I don't think so, because... But I did move very quickly. I stood on something and it didn't feel right. I can tell you that. Pretty sure it wasn't a snake, because it was too away from the warmth and it wouldn't have been where it was. Snake country. Snake. No, I've got to get a backpack with a snake kit, water. Summer's on its way. I shared with you a while ago about asking people, do you think I'm adulting well enough? Because I feel like I'm floundering with my admin and I'm not managing. There's just too much to do. I just feel like it's way too much for one person. And they're like, yeah, it is way too much for one person. One person is bit by bit, but I'm never going to manage it all, because it's just too much for one person. It's just too much to do. And got told that I'm adulting beautifully, exceptionally well. So then I thought, I'll just do it bit by bit. And I've had to surrender a lot of what can't be done. And every time I look around at what can't be done, it breaks my heart. There is so much I just can't do. It's just I physically can't do it on my own. I actually physically need someone else to help me, like e.g. putting the shed up. I actually need someone else to help me do that. I need another person to stand there to hold it, and I can organise a work bee through the church, as I said. Also, as I said, my special friend, he would help me if I asked him. But, I don't want to ask too much of him, because he's got so much to do for himself, and he's already, struggling to do what he has to do for himself. But I would like him to open up to the idea of times. I wish people would just. I've got 2 male friends who could actually help me, but the way for them to help me, they've got to let me help them on their houses. They both own houses, and one of them does so much when he finishes work, and the other one only does it once or twice a week. One of them does it every afternoon. He's plodding along, and he's just doing that just to get the house ready to sell it or rent it out. The other one's getting it organised and ready for his adult autistic daughter. So yeah, he's got a lot to do. So they're both tired. They've both got too much going on. I could help them out though, and then they could help me out. But you know, this is why when we say some people have family they can just ring up and ask for help, but mind you, I have a friend who's got a story around that, and you cannot always expect or rely on family to want to be there to help you out. So sometimes you are just left completely alone with your property, even, or your unit or whatever, even when you do have family, loving, supportive family. So yeah, it's an interesting one, everyone. Everything I'm talking about in this channel is stuff that has been talked about over and over and over again, to the point where that is one of the reasons why I don't contact people to talk to them anymore about what I'm going through, because it's just an ongoing repeat loop scenario, and it's just got to be worked out between me and Jesus. A human can't help me work it out. But in saying that, I don't think that's completely true. I think, okay, so that conversation with my friend last night, her words, they helped me go deeper in my grief. But then if I had someone that I could contact, and she has rung me just before, she wants to touch base with me, and I will ring her when I get home. But what do I say? What do I say? Do I tell her the truth about the day? If I tell people the truth about my day today, people are gonna start getting worried, everyone. People are gonna start getting really, really, really worried if I start telling them what they don't want me to suffer any more than I already am. And they'll start doing things to make sure I'm okay. And I don't know if I want that. I don't actually want them to try to fit. I don't want them to worry. I don't want anyone to worry. But then and I know there's so many of you following me. I've had quite a few emails of people letting me know that how much they value this YouTube channel and me sharing this journey. Because, you know, so many of us have really hard lives. I know you can hear that wind, I'm sorry. We've got these lives. This friend of mine and I were talking about last night, and it's in the Bible, and we don't understand it, and a lot of people are trying to. You can't understand it. We can't make sense of it. We just can't. That's why it's a loop conversation, and that's why I go, do we want to keep having this conversation? Because there is no resolution. You can't. I better check that I've got my car keys, hey? I just realised in between all that dog biting, he didn't pierce my hand, but he almost got, that actually hurt my hand a little bit. Oh, he didn't mean to hurt me. So, oh gosh, everyone, it's such a big topic. That's why I said to you yesterday, this is a really big topic. And I remember about a week or so ago, I said, I think this is what my YouTube channel is actually about. When I started speaking about the belonging process. Because Okay, so if you do a stock take on your dynamic... Xena! Wait! Xena Beta! Where she's near the train track. Come, Xena! Quick! Come on! She's near the... this is the bit that I don't like, because this is the bit where the river gets really close to an actual functional train track, and there's nothing between us and the train track. Come on, hurry up! Thank you. I don't know why she doesn't always do it, but she often runs up too far. But if a train, good Lord, sorry, she nearly ran me over. If the train came through right now, especially because she's black, I mean, I wouldn't be able to stop. Let's just put it that way. No way could they stop. Can you stay near, please? Stay near. Look at the little cheeky little bugger. Stay near. Anyways, little guys, my little YouTube guys and my little canine guys. Yeah, it's a big topic. I'm getting... it's so funny, right? I feel like I'm getting clear on the topic, but as much as I'm getting clear on the topic, I'm getting more realizing there is no answers, because and I'm like a highly intellectual, inquisitive, explorative, always wanting answers, like always wanting to understand. I've always wanted to understand what's going on since I was really young. Always one of those people, those children, those humans that's always gone to the nth degree to comprehend and understand the full depths of every gamut of what it is to be alive. Xena, Alvin, what? Come, quick! Why go so close to the train track? Come now, hurry up, quick! Hurry up! Oh my gosh, that is so naughty. I don't actually understand that. I have no understanding what the lure is over there, except for maybe there's dead animals. Maybe there's dead animals over there. Who knows? Anyways, gosh, sorry everyone, I'm a bit distracted. Come on! This part of the walk I don't like doing with the YouTube channel, because there's too many things. There's the train track just there. There's a picnic ground just up here. There's no one there right now, but if there is, you don't know if they've got dogs, and you've got to let dogs get into each other's space in a good, calm manner. And sometimes people there with their children, young little children, and they've got pups and stuff. A lot of people come here with their kids, and they've got dogs and kids. So a lot going on. Oh, and there's people riding around motorbikes sometimes. Lots going on. And now I've got these two dogs on the so I might have to shut this YouTube down right now. Come on, quick. Anyways, everyone, life's journey. I don't know whether I should talk about it more when I get home, but I can tell you right now, this is going to be the ongoing. All right, come on. Oh, this is so naughty. Sorry. It really annoys me. They're stuck on the other side of the blood. Yeah, good. Well done, Xena. Come on. No, they're stuck on the other side of the fence, because this is the problem. When I call them back is when they have to come over, and for some reason the little buggers don't listen when there's a gap in the fence, and now they're stuck. Now they're actually stuck on the other side of the bloody fence, and directly behind them is a train track. Now this has happened about 3 times before, and it bugs me to pieces. Come on! I'll turn you around so you can see how annoying this is. Alright, so that's them. Alright, I'm stuck on the other side of the fence. That's the train track just there. And the bloody gap in the fence is way up here. And they still haven't worked out that if they go on the other side of the fence, they get stuck. Even though this is the bloody third. Well done, Zeta. Yep, can you do it? You can do that. Get under. Hurry up. Quick, come on. I want to know. All right, there's a bottom wire. I feel sorry for wildlife. It's not good. Okay, Alvin's got it. Okay, well done, Alvin. Woohoo! Yeah! Come on, Xena, hurry up. Come on. Thank you. Come on. No. Zena! Around. Come on. Around. Welcome to my world, everyone. Around. You'd think they would stop doing this, but this is the third or fourth time they've done this. And they do it at the other walk as well. They get stuck behind a fence. And I did a YouTube live a while ago going, how do you teach a dog about fences? Around. All right, now stay near. Good Lord. That's the stuff that actually creates me to feel really frustrated. That's why I need a holiday. I need a break. I'm just non-stop looking after these dependents. Non-stop got to be mindful and aware of these others' well-being. And I can't just focus just on me, you know. I haven't been able to focus just on me in, I don't know when the last time was I was just able to just chill out and just do, just for me, just focus on just me and have some rest. Like, I don't mean restoration as in rest. I mean, like, as in a holiday where I can just focus on me and my well-being and my needs, you know. What are my needs? And that's what happens when you're a single parent of 3 animals. My friend just sent me a text. So anyways, the limbo thing is something that me and a lot of friends have been talking about, and it's even been talked about at the sermons at church. In church, we've been doing prodigal living at church, and it's a bloody big topic, everyone. It's a bloody big topic, and we are going to continue this on my YouTube channel, okay? I'm not sure. As I share with you, I was asked to start this YouTube channel by God. The amount of times I want to shut it down. I've just disappeared for up to 10 days at times. Can't cope. The idea of doing a YouTube live gives me heart palpitations, and then I'm like, get given this really clear message. I have to do one, and I like reluctantly and sulkily work out a theme, like work out a title and click go live, and then I go, right, here I am, and then I just work with what comes out. And there's been times where I've been super excited and go, woohoo, I love this YouTube channel. Most of the time I'm going, oh, it's a chore. It's just something that I have to do, that I've been asked to do. It's part of my service to humanity. And it's so interesting because the amount of times I go, so God's asked me to do this YouTube channel, and I'm just wondering, where is the ripple effect to society? How is it actually impacting? Like, is it actually making a difference? And then lo and behold, I get an email. It's really amazing. Get this really incredible email, and I've actually had a few now. Oh, it's way too glary. I've actually had a few. I have had quite a few really interesting emails, and I just can't. And then I've asked someone if she's prepared to do I want to start doing guest. I want to start doing guest. I want to start doing guest lives, like bringing on guests and doing interviews. But I'll tell you something weird about YouTube, everyone. Like, I'll do a live. I've actually only got, I went up to 81 subscribers and it's down to 79. And I literally am small fry. I'm so small fry. And yet, when I bother to go back over I'll put up a live. When I go over it again, it is really, really, really interesting how censored I am. So the amount of bits of information that YouTube takes out of my YouTube lives, and it's always stuff around the unalivened topic. They don't want people talking about, and yet that is the actual one of the bare basics points of why God has asked me to do my YouTube channel, to give people the mental strength. Because we're in a system, we're in a government, and this is the bit, right, that you're going to hear as a live, that this is actually the bit that YouTube will probably take out, okay? But we are actually in a really corrupt, demonic system. And YouTube is part of that. It's all part of it. You know, all the corporations are part of it. They're just all puppets. They might not be aware of it, but they're all part of this really, really corrupt system that is not for the well-being of the people or anyone, animals, plants, you name it. Basically, we have a system that does not support mental well-being, like true blue, authentic mental well-being. And that is why there's these really brave souls like myself doing YouTube channels, which is resonating with people and actually helping people get tools and moving forward, because there's a lot of topics that people just don't talk about, and the chances of getting to talk about them with a professional are really small, because you don't get enough time with the professional to even build up a rapport to even get to those depths. You can only really get to those depths with a true blue friend, a long-term friend, and or Jesus, and or your intimate partner who you have a really amazing relationship with. If you do not have an amazing, intimate, loving relationship with a beloved, and if you do not have amazing, authentic friends, and if you do not have a relationship with Jesus and God, you really have nowhere to go to heal or work with your mental health issues, because there's just nothing there yet. And everywhere I go, we talk about it. I do court. It's not actually court counselling, but I had this mandated court session that I do every now and again, which I set up to try to get some legal processes in place, some legal support, some legal. I thought, I'm going to create this so I actually get my needs met. And even this isn't working. The lady is like, this system is so slow. This system is so, it's baffling her. She can't get it. She wants me to stop slipping through the cracks, and even a court mandated court counselling order, and she can't speed up or create or make the system work for me. And it's blowing her mind. It's blowing there's all these different other scenarios. For privacy, I try not to give too much information away. Different scenarios where people, the police is one of them. You know, what they know everything, and they said the police have accountability, the mental health system and the medical system doesn't. No accountability. And people keep slipping through the cracks. So there's all these people who work with people like me who keep saying that the system doesn't do anything to help with mental health issues, or to help with people who are dealing with complex post-traumatic stress disorder or deep ongoing trauma. Like, that's right. I've seen an advocate at the Salvation Army, and she's saying the same thing. She goes, to try to get your needs met, she goes, it's going to take time. I said, yeah, welcome to my world. It's already taken 20 plus years, but I'm at the point now I realise it probably will never happen. It will probably never happen. And then we all come up with the same conclusion. Maybe it's because I'm supposed to learn that the support system isn't there with the worldly systems. It's through God. The worldly system can never help people who actually need to heal. The worldly system is about making people unhealthy, keeping them sick, keeping them small, keeping them repressed. You go to a doctor, and most doctors are so ill-equipped with mental health, and they'll go, here, take these antidepressants, and they don't research your skill, your body. They don't measure you. They don't take your weight. They don't understand your brain. They don't understand your metabolism. They don't know anything about your trauma responses from the past, and then they give you a medication without even monitoring you to see. They should be checking you every 2 weeks. And if you look at each one of those medications, one of the side effects is suicidality. All antidepressants create suicidality, every single one of them. And when you do psychology at university like I did, I never finished my degree, I'm halfway through the degree. When you actually study psychology, blind testing, like the people that they sample on, who they get their sample from, it's so small, it's so tiny. So when they say tested on this, tested on that, it is literally such a small sample, and they only had to do a small sample to say tested on. They hardly, like, it was really only in the last 15, 20 years that they started going, women's medical needs are different because women have different, the female body is different to the male body. So there is so much about our system that is so not for the well-being of the person. It's about keeping everyone sick and dependent, codependent, keeping everyone codependent, like keeping everyone, and not living their full life. And so when you have really authentic conversations like what I have with my friends and like what I'm having with you on this YouTube, this is where the healing really happens. This is where the unpacking really happens. This is where my friend and I last night, we keep talking about this same topic, and we get, after an hour or two, we get to a point where we go, wow, we're never going to get the answer. There is no answer. It doesn't matter who I talk to about this topic. We always get to a point where we go, there is no, we're not ever going to get it because we're just human. We're never going to understand it. It's never going to make sense to us. And that's where the surrender process comes in. It just drives you crazy. Like, if you're a true blue awakened surrendered being, you have to battle with not feeling like you're going to go insane, because the process of being an awakened Christian, an awakened godly person, you've got to surrender to. You're never going to understand. You're never going to know. You always have to be in that place of faith and surrender and anguish. As I said, 1 foot in anguish, 1 foot in joy, the true joy of God, the true joy of true blue authentic living, and that's euphoric. Like, I see colour and I see beauty and I feel the true joys of life in a way that very few people actually experience. There is a lot of people that don't see the world the way I see it. They don't feel the world I feel it. They're not in their moment. They're not in their body. They're not experiencing with all of their senses. They're not feeling the true joys, and they also don't feel the true anguish. And I used to actually have I'm going to have to use the word envy. I hate that word. It's not the right word, but just for the sake of simplicity and to keep this video a little bit short, envy is so not the right word. I do not feel envy for anyone. If I see something that someone else has that I think's amazing, I went, oh wow, that must feel so nice. Oh, and I just feel so much joy that that person has that experience. And as I'm feeling joy for that person to have that experience, I feel the absolute anguish that I don't have that experience, but not from a place of I want to take it from that person. But I go, there's something about their life of why they had that, whatever it is. I don't know why it is that they've had that experience. I don't know what it is about them that creates for them to have that particular life. But, that's their life. And woohoo, yeah, go. And this is an interesting topic, everyone, because there's a lot of people out there that focus on jealousy and envy, and they're coming from a lack mentality. They literally come from a thing of, I don't have that, and because I don't have it, they shouldn't have it either. And then they get really nasty and some of them get like really evil, and others just are really sort of pitiful. But either the pitifulness and the outright, both of those energies are coming from a place of they are not realizing that that person's journey is just a different journey, and we've got something that other doesn't have. So I learned about I'm losing track of time, everyone, but I became really grateful for all my suffering and for my torturous childhood when I was in my early mid-30s, late 30s, really late 30s, early 40s. So when I was in my late 30s, I had this really revelational thought, and it was like this: I understand why my life has actually been riddled with abuse, because I need to feel the full gamut of what it's like to go through that experience, so I actually have empathy. So I can actually hold space for those because I don't have an addictive personality. I'm not one of those people that needs to numb out. I've never numbed out. I've never chosen to numb out. I don't watch movies or, like, I've only just started watching movies this last 8 months, and it's because I know I don't have an addictive personality. And in this winter, I've been allowing myself to have a glass of port or a glass of red wine in front of the fire, because I know I'm not addicted to alcohol, and I know me watching the movies, I'm not numbing out my feeling. I'm just giving myself some time out, and I'm learning that time out is actually okay. It's healthy. But prior to me realizing that God is okay with me watching a movie and God's okay with me having a drink of wine, prior to that, I wouldn't do any of those. I just wouldn't, because I would not numb out my feelings. I was like, I have to feel every feeling. I've got to be fully present at all times. I've got to be fully aware of what's going on. So I'm one of these people that just feels and learns and heals. And God's required that of me, because God needed me to be a warrior, an angel, a warrior, a godly warrior, to help bring people to God and Jesus, to help heal the world, with Jesus' grace, to help heal the world, to help people realize that your suffering is there to help you find out who you are not. Your suffering is there for you to actually get clear about the truth of life. And the truth of life really is about letting go of anything that's egotistically based. And these words are so much easier said. That was bad grammar. This concept is much more easier said than done, and I agree. And my YouTube channel is a testament to how it's easy to say rather than live, because I'm constantly having a journey with this acceptance of this ethos. So the ethos of all is well, all is perfect. In God's grace, all is perfect. And in full surrender, here, there go I. That in full surrender, here, there go I, like, if I did a video cam of my days and I showed you how I got through each of my days, and I showed you how many times I just collapsed from the pure agony of what it is for me to be alive, the pure sorrow of what it is for me to actually be here and to feel, the pure grief. And then the process that I go through to get myself out of that, like in God's way, not my way. So when I feel like I'm slumping into a really black space, everyone, I'm like, Jesus, help me now, please, because I can feel it. Like, I can feel my head spiraling on the inside. I can actually feel like there's this vortex. Okay. There's this vortex inside my head, and it's like, sometimes it's more yellow and white and it's really fast. Sometimes it's just a black void. And today it was a pink, red, orange vortex, and it was going so fast, but my vertigo's dissipated. My actual external... Did I get them? My vertigo has dissipated quite amazingly, and I only get little bouts of it every now and again, and whenever it happens, I'm identifying and looking at what set that off. But this vortex that happened today, we'll talk about that another time. You know the galaxy. You know how you have photos of the galaxy, and you had those I can't think of it right now. Sorry. But it was like it was inside my head, and it was like I was falling into the vortex inside my head. And it was like if I fell into the vortex, I wouldn't be able to get back out. Like, if my mind went into that vortex, I wouldn't be able to pull my mind back out. And in that, I prayed like crazy to Jesus, like, Jesus, help me, please, now, please help me, because I knew that I was about to be sucked into something that I didn't know if I could get myself out of it. And that vortex space not that I want to bastardize that vision with a simplistic language, but that to me was the depths of sorrow, like the depths of tormented. See, I can't think of the right words for you, but I knew that if I went to that vortex, I just had this really, I had a feeling that I would, so let's just say that maybe that's what would have broke my brain. Maybe if I'd gone into that vortex, maybe I would have gone insane. Like maybe I wouldn't have been able to pull out of that vortex. I don't know. I can't explain it to you. All I know is that I knew that I couldn't go into that vortex. I knew that if I slipped into that speeding, it was really speeding. It was inside my brain, and it was like I was falling into it or being sucked into it. So these types of experiences are pretty scary, everyone. And this is the intensity of my torment, the intensity of my pain, the intensity of my whys, the intensity of wanting desperately for there to be some peace and groundedness. And so when I say one piece and one foot in joy and feeling this here, I have peace. This is what a lot of my friends and I, we talk about this a lot. 1 foot in the anguish, 1 foot in the joy. So 1 foot in the anguish, 1 foot in the joy, because that's how God lives. That's how Jesus lived. And as a human, what we talk about, my friends and I, will the suffering ever end? Like, will our suffering as a human ever end? Will we ever get to that place of the rewards, of the joy as the vessel on this planet right now? And that's the feeling, that's the thought that can drive us crazy, because we keep going, oh, if I do this, 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 and this, and this, and if I keep surrendering, eventually I'm going to have this peaceful life. But it's like we're bargaining with God when we do that, and it's like we're trying to give ourselves a carrot. I'll keep going on for another minute. I'll keep going on for another second. I'll keep going on for another day. I can do it. I'll plod. I can do it. I'll do it. Because there's going to be this eventual beauty and peace. But, we don't know. Maybe that is actually when we aren't here anymore and we're just a soul. Maybe that experience won't ever really happen because when you're an awakened, aware human being and you've got 1 foot in angst and 1 foot in joy, 1 foot, you're in the truth at all times. You actually being in the present experience at every moment, which is why we've had Alvin, Zena. It's getting a bit cold now. Youch, sorry. Alvin, Zena. Someone just said, "G'day from Australia." Well, mate, I'm in Australia too. Zena, Alvin. Yeah, I better get going. Thank you, darling. I basically, what happened for me today, I've got work tomorrow, and like my gardening job. Zena. And today I tried, thanks, Alvin, and I tried so hard to, Zena, come on. Quick, quick. I tried so hard to, this cold weather really hurts my knee, hey. I tried so hard to get up really early this morning and get heaps done on the house, and it just, so that's why I say, if you could watch my day and you saw just how hard I worked on, first of all, getting up and getting motivated, because I was just in bed this morning watching all these really interesting YouTube articles, and then I was like, tried to get up, and I was just slumping, like there's too much to do, I'm too overwhelmed, I can't cope. I just didn't know where to start, because on my days off I just literally just don't know where to start. There's just too much to do, and it literally almost makes me want to vomit. The intensity of it is too much for me. It's like I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. Zena, thanks, Alvin. I can't see any light sometimes, and that's why we've got to plod. Zena, come on. She's been naughty. I don't like it when she does this. I'd say she's off chasing a rabbit or something. Not okay though, because she needs to listen. Zena, come on! Anyways, stay there, Alvin. The point of the point of the story is, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Come on, quick, come on. Yeah, she took her time though. Come on, naughty one, in the car, hurry up, in. Took your time, mate, you took your time. There the little buggers are. Anyways, the point of the story is, oh, for goodness sakes, we'll talk about this again. I know it's going to be an ongoing topic, and I've had too many people tell me that these topics are helpful, and they're actually helpful, and I've also had God tell me. I'll just turn this off for a second. I've also had God tell me that I have to keep going, and I don't know if that's better. So basically, life is really not easy for a lot of people. Life is not meant to be easy, apparently. That's actually the thing that a lot of us don't want to accept. Life itself is actually not meant to be easy. And that is actually a comment that, oh my gosh, that actually you just want to shatter into 1,000 million pieces. I know. You hearing that, I can guarantee you actually, if you want to, new subscriber, Ian, cool. Yeah, this channel, Ian, it's all about the journey, having an authentic life, living an authentic life, and the process of living an authentic life. It's a really interesting journey. I think it's why no one really understands the meaning of life. No one actually can answer what the meaning of life actually really is. Some people say, oh, it's just to be. It just is. It's just for the moment. Other people say it's to do God's will, to be of service to God, God's agenda, God's plan, God's divine plan. And that means living a life of love and in love. So let's break it down, because that's my ethos, that the purpose of life is to learn how to live in God's ethos, which is love. So it's about embodying all the fruits of spirit. It's about embodying, let's just keep it simple for today, love, because love encompasses it all. So basically, well, it's not just about Australia being the battlers. Italy has it hard too, so does Greece. I mean, there's heaps of countries that have it really hard, but in Australia, we have it much easier than other countries because we don't have as much poverty over here. We've got this really ridiculous social security system that I actually think too many people on Centrelink more than I think, but. Anyways, we don't starve. You can't starve in Australia because you can go hungry, but you can't starve. So, but we're a highly censored nanny country. Like we're one of the most restricted and controlled countries in the world, and we're very, 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 very controlled in this country. But that's just the evil. That's just demonic. That's not God. We need to step above all that and have faith in God at all times. Evil will never win. So that's why, everyone, we have to really focus on the authentic living involves not succumbing to those deep despairs. Like every time I slump into a deep despair and I feel like my pain and my grief is just going to take over, and I could just, it's not a matter of crumbling, and it's even not a matter of shattering. It's so hard to explain. Disappearing into my grief. Like, I had this grief in me, and I really need anyone on this YouTube channel that can recommend a somatic spiritual Christian counselor. What I need to do, everyone, is I need to do some deep body work. I actually need to work with a healer who's really good at working with the dark of the dark of the dark, because I was used as a child prostitute, and I was used in satanic ritualized child abuse rituals, some of which I remember, but there could be others that I don't remember. I've seen really horrendous things happen to other children in front of my face, and I'm starting to remember that. Those memories are coming back. I've also got my own memories of what's happened to me. I've got a really good memory of everything, and I heal it in the sense of I release it, as in I accept it in my brain, and I work on the feelings around it, the theoretical feelings around it, and I even work on the physical feelings of it to a degree. But I actually believe on a somatic level, I believe a lot of and also I don't think my grief is actually all mine. I also believe as a light bearer, I'm actually channeling. There's that runner that we saw yesterday. He's so cute. I know his name. I met him years ago and swapped names, but he runs around Northam all the time. It's so adorable. He does a lot of running. I just saw him in the mirror. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I really need to do some deep bodywork healing on a really deep level, and I'm actually have been told that my grief and what I'm channeling, what I'm experiencing, isn't actually just my own. Yeah, I would love piano. I love playing piano, and my husband and I were so close to getting a piano in our home, but and yeah, I used to play piano when I was younger. I love piano so much. And so anyways, we all have a different reason for being on this planet. But I do believe it's all about love, okay? It really is about getting to that place of embodying love, like embodying love. And what embodying love means, I'm far off it, okay? And so is my friend. We were talking about it last night, and we both let our emotions and our feelings, sometimes we've both got trauma histories, and we can get engulfed in our emotions. And apparently one of the journeys is we need to not for emotions not to be our master. So I'm yet to master that experience, and this is YouTube channel. You'll see this happen in the future, because everything about this YouTube channel is just showing you guys the process of working through stuff that just doesn't make sense. Like everyone who knows my story, it's just none of it makes sense. It's just, there's so much evil in this story. There's so much craziness, darkness, macabreness, like a real, like, you just think, what? It doesn't even seem believable. It's like, are there literally people in this world like that? Yeah, there actually is. Yep. And then you think, that's maybe what I'm being made to be made aware of, so that I can be part of. Maybe that's actually a broader spectrum. Maybe there's lots of people out there like that. That real small-minded, egotistical based, like narcissistic people, the people who've got demonic energy in them, and they're all about status and image and control, and doing anything to belong, to be part of a cohort, because they're too scared to show or shine who they really are and be who they really are. They don't know how to be who they really are. They do anything to hide who they really are from themselves and from the world. So blah, 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 blah. This has been discussed over and over and over and over and over again. And I do believe that part of my journey is to actually be shown, like, boof, boof, like neon lit shone, that these people are out there and how much healing they need. And how do we help heal those people? We help heal those people by, one, staying in our equilibrium when we're around their energy, staying in our space of love. So regardless of what's happening around us, regardless of what's being projected at us, we stay in a place of equilibrium love. That's the first stance, which I am yet to master. And the second one is being a person who holds space for and praise. Hello? Good. Are you enjoying your run today? Are you enjoying your run today? Are you enjoying your run?
Yes.
Excellent.
The crossover just down there.
Yeah.
Now I'm just going to walk to the end here.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to jog back into town.
What's your name again? Carl. Nadina.
You got your dogs, eh?
Oh, they're wet. I put them in the car because I thought they were getting a bit cold and a bit wet, and I thought about time to go, and just sat here for a little bit longer. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit cold.
A little bit cold, indeed. That's why I wanted to get them away from the water. Look at Zena. She's always wet. She loves the water. See ya. Where's that toy gone? Did I bring it in the car? Hey, hell. Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool. Yeah, we better get going. The little dogs need to get going, I guess. Get going home. Oh, that's right. I've got things I want to do at home. Will I get it done because it's so nearly night? I don't know. I was going to do plastering. More plastering in the bathroom. Got to do another coat of Estopol on the shelf above the fireplace. Oh my gosh. I was going to start continuing pulling up that liner in the kitchen. Oh, it's just too much. And then I just think, oh my gosh. But I tell you what I did do today. I did a lot more washing for the op shop because we got some sun. Did the dishes. I did organising my work, the back area where I got my work clothes, and organised all my work stuff, and did organise some stuff on the deck. And I did so much healing. It just kept collapsing, and wasn't even collapsing. I just couldn't get up. I couldn't move. I was just like frozen. I know that I've actually didn't continue something about that. But anyways, everyone, we'll talk about that another time. It's awful. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. Like, there's no words to describe how awful it is, except for those of you who know it. It's awful. Like, but we've got to keep working through it. What other choice do we have? Like, today, I wanted to be unalivened at least 6 or 8 times. And in all honesty, there was at least 3 times when I visualised something that I could do. That's all I did was visualise. I didn't even think about actually doing it, of course. If I actually thought about doing it, I would actually immediately ring someone up. But just the visualising the actual act of doing it gave me this feeling of, then I would actually not have to feel. And then I'm like, Lord Jesus, help me with this despondency, help me with regaining strength to deal with this grief and this pain. Like, everyone, it is not an easy journey. Like, some of us have harder journeys than others, and I talk to a lot of my friends about this. There is a reason. We are the chosen ones. When you have a really hard life and you've had a lot of anguish and pain in your life, it is literally because God's honed and trained and honing and training us to help heal this world. We are the light workers. We're the light bearers. We're the angels of God. We're the angel warriors, and we've got to help. We've got to help heal this planet and get the frequency up and get the evil out and get more love, get more and more people to feel like it's completely safe and okay to be authentic and honest, and then we get this life where people are authentic and loving and honest, and they'll feel their pain more, and they won't be doing all this disgusting stuff from repressed darkness. They'll be aware of that. They'll be allying with their shadow, and they'll realize their shadow is their friend and it's a part of who they are, and they do this wonderful dance, and then we actually heal this planet. That's actually how we heal this planet, everyone. We get to that place of self-love and self-love and love of others and love of the world. And when we get into that place of self-love, trust me, that involves loving your shadow. You love your shadow. So everything I was going through today, that little one that's grieving so much in me, like, and also, is it even just me, or am I picking up esoterically? Am I doing healing for others? Am I esoterically healing the frequency, the down dense frequency? Because as an alchemizer, I found out the other day, an alchemizer actually transmutes dense dark energy and alchemizes into high frequency energy. So often when I'm really low and really out astrologically, there's a real dense energy happening around the whole world. So I think I'm alchemizing the energetic density of the world. And I think a lot of my pain today was not even my own. It's actually of all of those who are just go, oh my gosh, there's too much to do. I don't know where to start. What's the meaning of all of this? Where's my rewards? I want some peace. I need a holiday. Okay, so that's simplifying it, but that's not a light topic, okay? That's not a light topic. I need a holiday. I need some time out. I need a break. I need a break in the weather. I need a holiday. Oh, yeah. So anyways, let's leave it at that, everyone. It's a big, hard, heavy topic, and we will continue to discuss it. It's not an easy journey, everyone, and the only way we're going to survive this in a really amazing way is by being really gentle, kind, and lovingly firm, gentle, kind with ourselves, like surrendering at all times. I mean, something's too heavy, surrender it to Jesus, and at all times know that we need to treat ourselves the way God wants us to treat ourselves. God loves us. Jesus loves us. We need to love us. We need to love us. So that's why today, actually, one of the things I did when I was gone down was to go, okay, Nadina, get some food into your belly. Get some food into that little belly of yours. Get some nourishment into that vessel of yours. You know, that is so important. So important. And I can tell you one thing I do if I really am not coping and I'm finding everything really too hard, apart from obviously walking with the dogs, is I have a bath, a hot bath with candles, and I just submerge in that hot water with the magnesium, and I let all the pain come out, and I'm just in that water, and sometimes I curl up in the water, embryonic curl up, and I just cry and I cry and I cry, sometimes under the water, sometimes just above the water, but I literally feel like I'm in the womb of life, in the womb of God, in the womb of, and there's something about that warmth and that water that's really healing. So if I'm really struggling, everyone, and if you're struggling really hard, trust me, hot baths, hot water, and drinking water as well. By the way, I'm thirsty. I really need a drink. I'm going to go home now. So anyways, God bless. And we'll speak again. I'm working tomorrow, so I'll probably not do a live tomorrow because I'll be too tired. That's another thing I want to share. When I do my job, my gardening job, it's really hard. It's really rewarding, really hard. I'm usually crystallized for half a day the following day, which is this time with Thursday. Sometimes it's Wednesday. So, and every time I do a gardening job, I'm usually crystallized the following day for half the day. I can barely move. and I have to force myself, pray to God like crazy to get through those pains. And when I do also the op shop duty on Fridays, it's a lot of physical hard work. I'm crippleized on Saturday, and I do a lot of praying to God about my body pain. And we've been talking to a lot of friends about what it is about when we're in pain, like why does we, because I've got even a thing where when I try to use my hands, I get this electric shocks going all the way up my arm, like using my fingers. And it's really, I know I'm not the only one who deals with physical pain, but you know, we got these bodies. God can create miracles with our pain and our, not just our emotional pain, but our physical pain. But I often wonder what the physical pain's all about. Like, is it to make us mindful of our body and constantly pray to God to keep us going for another day, minute, hour? Or is it because we need to learn to be more self-loving and there's more that we should be doing that we're not? That's something we'll talk about in the future, because I really don't know the answers to that, because I've been living with chronic pain now for about 15 or more years, like really long time, and it doesn't seem to be abating. Like I get certain, heal certain things, and I get moving. Like I couldn't move my arm last year, my shoulder. I couldn't lift my shoulder and my elbow up, and now I can, as you can see. And dancing does all that. I also couldn't walk on my right knee, and now I can. So yeah, I don't understand we can heal, or everything can be healed. So, but that's another topic. It's a big topic, everyone. But be mindful that when you live with a lot of physical pain, that does also impact our mental well-being. And when we've got a lot of trauma that we've experienced, we've got mental pain and we've got physical pain. So both those two things do impact our resilience and our endurance and our energy levels. And that's why it's that constant surrendering process. If you're like me, you've just basically got to surrender pain, surrendering pain to Jesus, and in full faith that there is actually an actual legit reason for it all. Like God has this amazing, beautiful plan. Like none of it's for nothing, okay? None of it's for nothing. It's all for a very valid reason. And when we're like living our life in love, and we're having faith in our journey, and trusting in our journey, and fully surrendering to our journey in the full turmoil, torment of limbo. Like I'm living a limbo life. Like nothing makes sense. I'm just right minute by minute, second by second, day by day. I don't know what the I'm not going to go into that right now because at the end of the live. But basically, it's enough to drive me like absolutely loopy. Like I really, the agony of my limbo life is just mind-blowingly excruciating, as I know a lot of you understand when you're also living a limbo life. Yet I'm fully surrendered, one foot in the angst, one foot in the joy, feel my blessings all the time, every single second. And it seems like what's the word? There's actually a word for this. It starts with A, someone will know the word. Oh no, it's just on the tip of my tongue. Not a moxilon, because that's actually an animal. That's actually a fish. But a moxymoron. But no, that's not the right word either. Doesn't matter. Basically, everyone, alchemizing the torment of limbo into godly surrender and trust is how I live pretty much every single second of my life. And like definitely this last 8 months, or this last year and a half, this last nearly 2 years actually, this last 2 years of my life has been probably 2 of the hardest years I think I've ever had in my life. But I don't think that's true. I've just had such a hard life. So it's just another extenuation of the journey. So basically, I don't know. I just want to leave you on something positive. So what really... The surrendering process, we just breathe love in. We breathe God's love in, knowing that all is well. And then we allow that love to fill us up. We allow it to shroud us with some protection. And then we allow it to give us strength to keep going to the next second, okay? And it will all make sense eventually. And I don't know the answers. I don't think anyone knows the answers. One thing I do know is that, sorry, I don't know if I should say this. One thing I firmly believe, one thing I firmly feel affirmed of, I've been shown visions of, is that we do get to experience body human rewards for our hard work. So the challenges that need to be experienced to highness, to get us to where we've got to go, it's not about being a martyr, okay? We are going to get our break, our time out, our holiday, our respite time. We are going to get our bliss on planet Earth, in this vessel that we've got. Well, I don't know about you, but I am. I've been promised that I'm going to have a blissful senior life. I thought that was around now, but obviously I'm not senior enough. So, and I'm not saying that's a carrot. I'm not dangling a carrot, okay? God is a God of love, and God desires us to have true joy. We're always going to have a journey of helping to heal this planet if we take on, by will, free will, that pathway. It doesn't mean our life is a life of suffering forever, okay? God has promised me bliss. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. God bless, okay? I'm sorry, I don't know how to end this. Just keep the loving. Focus on love, keep breathing love, keep being love, embody love. That's what God requires of us, that's what Jesus requires of us. And we're off. We're going home now. It's nearly night time. God bless. Little button up the top right. It's not easy to press. It won't go off easy. Okay, see ya.